Hey guys, it's your girl Jaylah con Café Cultura once again, and we just finished an amazing event with our, I'm just going to call you guys our partners, because now you took the initiation shots, and you kind of like just signed a contract that you're with us like forever. Yeah, you didn't know that?
We're official.
More things to come.
I mean, I wouldn't be mad because I got the HopeDealers.
Dealers hope, not dope.
That's right.
In the building. So introduce yourselves, talk about it, be about it.
I love that. I'll start us off. I'm Nikki Carney, aka the Dazzler. You know, that's like my
The Dazzler.
The Dazzler.
I know you be that. You be.
Look,
I see you.
That's like my little alter ego. So when you see me walk into a room,
When the hat comes in and the mask starts talking,
yeah, I'm Dazzler.
everybody's like,
Because I'm in tech sales, so that's what I do.
Nikki?
Yes, like I think I'm like a kind of a chameleon, and so whatever the vibe is, I kind of like can adapt and bring that authentic self, you know, and that's like the side of my personality that is like very boisterous and bold and fun, you know, and then there's the other side of me that's very reserved too, because they both sides exist, but when you need to be on, you gotta be on.
It's like you're like an introvert. Like,
yeah, it's like a hybrid.
Yeah, it's like a hybrid. Like we need our time.
Yes.
But when we're outside, we be outside.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, and I feel like I've always been told I'm one of those people that can pretty much, you know, connect with anyone and like make people feel very, very comfortable and see what's inside of them. And so that's what I really like to bring to the table when it comes to HopeDealers. You know, HopeDealers is, you know, something that came out of mentorship.
Beautiful.
So I'm very happy to be a co-founder with this wonderful, wonderful person that I love so much. The bestest.
I want to steal, like,
come on, don't leave me.
I kind of want to steal your whole outfit right now at this point.
Well, thank you.
Like, even from the glasses, like, the shit, like, I'm like, with all of it, like, I don't need glasses, but, like, I will wear them because they look fire.
Thank you. I think it was inspired by, like, I'm a little bit rebellious by nature. And by a little bit, I mean,
A lot of it?
Yeah. I think I just, when people tell me I can't do something, I can't do something, I just...
Challenge accepted.
It's fine. Yeah, so...
We're the same, I think, like, that's why we clicked when we met. I feel like we hugged and we were both like, we gotta talk.
Yeah.
Because I feel like it was like challenge accepted.
Yeah.
We're the same type of people in that sense. Like, where it's like, don't tell me what I can't do.
Yeah.
Because I'm going to show you that I'm going to do it better.
And you know, like, so I'm Kourtney, I'm half, you know, co-founder of HopeDealers.io, and everything Nikki said, right, of like mentorship, but she was kind of doing it for free, and I was like, absolutely not. Like, you cannot.
Let's monetize.
You know, you need to monetize off it, but truly, like, it's going to make a bigger impact if we take it more serious.
Because it's a lot of work.
And so we really care about showing people what we've learned, and I feel very blessed that we're able to do certain things and we're able to be in certain spaces. I don't take that lightly, and I feel like God knew that I was going to say, if I learn it, somebody else can learn it, and we're going to give it, you know, to other people. And so that's how HopeDealers kind of came about, and we're excited because we have the course
big things
launching.
coming out. We got our own methodology.
Wait!
Yeah. Don't give everything.
Not everything.
I'm not there yet.
Yes. Okay, but
I'm not there yet.
yes, but this outfit, back to the outfit, it was actually inspired by kind of like anti-business casual.
You're giving me like Aaliyah, Rihanna, all at the same time.
It's
Like,
I didn't want to just do like the typical business casual thing, because I feel like I just want to be me, right? When we were talking earlier about like being you, and I've historically had to like fit into a box, and I'm just not like, fuck the box. Can I say box?
yes.
Okay.
You can say whatever you want.
Fuck the box. Like I have like a circle. Like I'm in the
Listen.
circle, and like that's what I.
This is who I am. I'm bringing it
At
back.
this point, I've had to learn, like you said, like be a chameleon, right? When I was 275 pounds, I was too light to be plus size. I lost the weight, and now I'm too light to be plus size. And it just, like, none of it ever made sense to me in my head. You know, like, what? Like, where do we go from here? You know? And I feel like that goes kind of across the markets, but in different ways, right? For us in fashion, it works with numbers in that way, right? What's facilitating for us, what's paying us, what sizes are fitting us. But I know that in tech, it's a different game.
Yes.
And I love that about tech, because it's very an unknown space, especially here, but it's something that is building so much, especially in the South.
They will learn today.
So tell me how it's been, because you're from Louisiana.
That's where I'm a transplant.
The Orleans. NOLA.
Yeah, I've been there for 10 years, so they like to say I'm a transplant, like a genuine transplant, because after you've been there for a certain amount of time, you really acclimate with the culture, and you learn to really love and appreciate the culture, and not the culture that you see and hear of, like, just on Bourbon Street and Mardi Gras. No, like the real culture, like the aunties, the TVs, they like to call them, that'll come on and invite you and say, come on, baby, come in here.
I love my aunties and my TVs.
Yeah, for sure.
Right.
And it's like, I just love the culture there. It's all about the music, the people, the food, and it's such a beautiful blend, and they have such an amazing tech community there.
I was gonna say, how does that all blend with the tech
They
community?
found a way. So they throw this thing every year called Noe, and it's Noe, like New Orleans Entrepreneur Week. So it's a merge of entrepreneurship, tech, food, and music all together.
Oh, my favorite thing!
It's incredible. So they'll have like 80 entrepreneurs that are, so a lot of people don't know this, but New Orleans has the largest convergence of Black entrepreneurs per capita.
Wow.
In the country. Like all in that one space, because, and a lot of them are in like the food tech industry. You know what I'm saying? Because it's such a big thing. They capitalize on the hospitality industry, but they build it on their own. But we like to say they like are work for themselves type entrepreneurs, and what we're really trying to encourage and teach people is like, you get a capacity with that, because it's like the business can't run unless you're there.
Yeah.
But we want people to know that you can build companies. So you need to like go to the next level. What can I build from here where I don't have to touch, I don't have to be there. I put systems in place and put the right people in place, delegated enough, came up with a vision and made it plain and put it out there. But the company can go and scale beyond me if I'm not present.
Which is what I love, because one of the talks that we had today, you know, we had Dr. Melissa, who she's Business 101. You know, so I love that the fact that Café Cultura has different levels of people that we can connect to.
Yes.
The people that are like, okay, I need to go take that class 101. Or people that are like, okay, I did that already. How can I upscale?
Right.
You know, and you guys are the upscale.
Yeah.
How do you feel? You know, because I know that we all have imposter syndrome a little bit. But how do you guys feel knowing that you guys are one of those level up companies that bring people to the table?
That's a really, thank you first for saying that. But also, I think I look at it like a major responsibility.
Oh, yeah.
And I think anything that's ever uncomfortable or challenging for me, I can always look and understand like why that's important, that maybe I have to go through this challenge, and I have to, because I know at the end of the day, like both of us are going to say, here's what we went through, and still how can we pull other people up with us. That's such a part of just who we are, and I don't think you can necessarily teach that.
Right.
You know, like we've talked about, right, like how people at various levels, like they don't necessarily care, right? It's not really important to them, or once they make it, maybe it's just not as big of a deal. I just don't see that being the case for us, because it's inherently who we are.
Yeah.
So it's just something that I think it's really an honor, You know, I don't take it lightly. I don't think it's something that is small that we are able to be in certain spaces, right? Like I kind of mentioned earlier that we're in certain rooms, and so yeah.
Can you please stop? You guys are being super humble right now.
Mission vision.
Because at the end of the day, realistically, you guys have a Super Bowl contract. That's a big deal for people in tech.
Yeah.
And people in general. Like, let's be serious.
Okay. Well,
Anybody in the entertainment industry would kill for this contract.
So,
And you guys have that. So how are you guys elevating and you're bringing HopeDealers to the table for what's coming for Super Bowl?
yeah. Thank you. You can touch on it.
so I think one thing that's really, really important is, I like to say, this is like one saying that kind of stuck with me, like your destiny is at the end of your comfort zone. So
Facts.
I think when we step out there and put ourselves in spaces where we can network and meet the right people, I think that's like a big catalyst to growth. So Kourtney, started putting herself out there, and she really loves the entertainment industry. And through those connections that she made with Rare Label, and then keeping in contact with these people and making legitimate relationships, came about the opportunity to meet a wonderful person that, you know how you just meet somebody and it's alive
It's
and
organic,
they
it's genuine.
Yeah, and we met, and
Like-
so her,
Like us. Yeah.
her friend from, I can't remember her name, from Paramount, put her in contact with
Shout out to
Sherelle.
Mel.
Thank
Yeah.
you, Mel. With Sherelle. And she is a brand strategist for like the stars, like in Hollywood. Like she be working with big time people.
I know it's great, and it's funny that like I know like we talk about this, and like for us it's such a big deal.
Yeah.
And I feel like people don't.
The people.
They seem to, because of social media, it seems so normal, but it's not.
Right.
So working with big people, Super Bowl, like Delta, like any of the brands, the big brands that we're working on as people of color,
Yeah.
that's big for us.
Yeah.
We put in the work.
And she's so
They
humble
have
about
to,
it,
like, they're not just coasting off like, oh, you're Jaylah, or oh, you're the HopeDealers. Good, I'm gonna take you in. No, we have to prove ourselves.
That's that part. But having her in the inside and being in that industry for so long, she really like connected with Kourtney, like literally from the first conversation, and then we talked and we just love her and she loves us, and so she wanted to like put us in position, and that's the whole thing about like reaching back and bringing people to others. She's putting us on, she's teaching us how to pitch, what we need to have in our pitch deck, and like learning how to like plan the initiatives around the events that we're throwing, and it was really, the idea came from her. She was like, it makes sense. In New Orleans, they're going to have a Super Bowl this year, so we need to have that in tandem with it and throw this huge tech fest, and that's what we're doing. We're working on some big brands that we're trying to get on board.
And Cafe Cultura is going to be all a part of that.
Hey.
We're going to be all over that.
Mhm.
And I really appreciate that you strong, gorgeous, beautiful, hardworking women, like you're a mother of 4. Like, I think that's so important.
People think they want to hear it.
No, but I think
They
people,
can't believe it.
yeah, because people need to hear it though.
Yes.
They
so
think
important.
that women and they think that mothers can't exceed or that we can't do better because we're trapped. We're not trapped. If anything, our kids give us more
skills.
yes,
Definitely skills,
Powerful
but more
skills,
of
and
a
they give
why.
us that power,
And a
and they give
why.
us that why. They give us that like, why are you saying no? Why? What is your reason for saying no?
Yeah.
And I love that about us, and I love that I know we can all grow together because this is only the beginning, and I really appreciate you guys. What is something that you would love to tell? I would love to say women, but at this point, I think just our people in general. Because I think it's just our people in general. I think that our men are strong enough to bring us in if they had the right frame of mind. Knowing how we speak, and they, most of them know. Most of them know that we are that. like the head of the household. And even at work,
Make it happen.
we're the work wives. We're the ones that always bring it up to that next level, right? So what do you guys have to say to those people? Like, to the people not only in the industry, but out of the industry? Like, it's a 2-for-1.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's really to just own your power. I think it took me a long time to really understand and be okay with my power, because it was always like, dim it down, right? Like, you're doing too much, you're being the most, right? And that was in
You're too
previous
passionate.
relationships, in you know, workspaces, and I'm very lucky that I have such an incredible co-founder who speaks life into me every day. But I would say own it. Whatever that is, sometimes it's more quiet, right? Sometimes it's more loud. Sometimes there's both. Sometimes there's nuance. Everyone has a unique power, and like, we're not special. And I think being in these spaces and being around people who are, you know, deemed as like celebrities or deemed as like brilliant, and it just, there is a humility in knowing like they're actually not that special, and not special. Like, they're just
actually
regular
trying
people.
to just create.
They're just
honestly.
regular people who really just continue to push, and such a big part of it is they showed up as themselves. And society is going to tell us, don't do that, right? Don't do that. It's scary, right? The corporate stuff we talked about, it's scary, and don't be yourself, and don't wear that gold thing, and
Don't wear hoops.
right?
Don't, wear
Don't
this,
show your
don't wear
tattoos.
that.
Don't say fuck. Like, don't
I went
do
to
it.
a meeting at the PTA, and the national PTA president, God, I love her. Anna King, I freaking love you. She had the biggest hoops in the world. And I was like, they never let me wear hoops like to anywhere I go to. And she goes, the bigger the hoops, the bigger the responsibility. Don't let nobody take your hoops away. That's who we are.
Yeah, I love that.
And now I'm looking for bigger hoops because
Get the big
I need that super flow
And
coming
listen,
through.
as mothers of daughters, right, and my sons, I have, 2 and 2, but I tell my daughters every day, be who you are. Never apologize for who you are. Now, if you do something wrong, that's different, right? If you hurt somebody, you don't want to intentionally do that. But you don't need to downside any part of who
Don't
you
make
are
yourself small.
to please other people. And people resonate with that,
Yeah.
right? Like, I've had people who are like, thank you for being honest and transparent. And it's so scary sometimes. It's so scary to say, this is my truth. This is where I'm at.
No, because
But-
you got judged, not only
Yeah.
like by the public, but
Yeah.
you also get judged by your family. Your own family looks at that stuff and they're like,
Why would
Why
you
do
want
you-
to share that?
why are you saying that? Why are you putting that out? Like,
This is my truth.
but this is who I am, and this is who I'm trying to teach my daughter who I am as a person.
That's
you
a
know?
big deal.
Yeah.
Somebody watching you.
Absolutely, and I want to thank you guys for being tunnels for our kids, because that's what it is. It's like a tunnel, right? They need to see the light at the end of the hole, and I always tell my daughter, it's like Marino. You're going to fall under that tunnel, and you're going to find a superpower, and then when you come up, yup, superstar. Go,
Yeah.
fight through it, and we're going to make it happen. At the end of the day, that's who we are.
Yeah.
You know, we always fight through our things. We always casually, like, make it seem like we're okay when we're not. We always do things that, like, don't always put us in the best position publicly. And,
Don't
like,
express our needs in general.
yeah. And it's hard because we have to be a public image and still have our private life, but still put our private life in a public image. It's really weird how
It's a
this
lot
is
to
all
navigate.
set up.
Hence the whole career with PR. We need you.
But I want to thank you ladies so much for coming and being a part of this, and tell everybody how they can help you, how they can be a part of the HopeDealers and
Yes.
do whatever they need to do to help you guys. For the kids.
Yeah, so I mean, if you want to connect with us, you can find us on like all social media platforms. We're probably the most active on like LinkedIn and TikTok. HopeDealers.io. It's HopeDealers.io. HopeDealers_IO on Instagram. We're not super active on there yet. And then on LinkedIn, it's Kourtney Rincon and Nikki Carney on LinkedIn a lot. And then also just really quickly, like the missing piece. So the missing piece, right? We're working with families with autism.
Yes.
So if you're a family who has children on the autism spectrum, if you are an adult on the autism spectrum,
We want to chat with
a
you.
provider, you know, we want to share your story and help us get 1 million families the resources that they need. That's, you know, our big mission there. And
And
if
we'll
you're
have
somebody in tech, right? If you're somebody who's breaking into tech or graduating a boot camp and you want to connect, and we can help get you in front of the right decision makers, recruiters, hiring managers, like your personal branding.
Get you ready.
Yeah, help you negotiate your salary, and you know, some of the nuanced things that we didn't know and mistakes we made, but that's kind of where we thrive.
No, and I want to thank you ladies, like seriously, anybody who wants to reach out to them, please do. They're doing everything for a great cause. And I appreciate you guys being on with us. Cafe Cultura.
Thank you
With
so
Jaylah,
much.
like you guys
Yes,
are
we love
amazing.
you.
I'm so happy this finally happened.
Yes.
And that we had a great panel, and we have so much more content for you guys. So
Yes.
stop missing out.
tuned.
Connect, follow all of us.
Yeah.